All right, let's get moving again. Today I want to try to finish up the SSN and oh, all right. Well, yeah, today I want to try to finish up the SSN and make it back to Pewter City, which is what I wanted to do yesterday, but I didn't realize just how much time this was going to take. So we're gonna try to clean up all these trainers and get Ivysaur evolved into Venusaur, cause I think, yeah, obedience is 32. So as long as there's enough trainers before we get to Gary, I should have my final evolution to go fight him with. And then if I end up losing, we may have to go put some effort into training up the rest of the team. I'm hoping that Vulpix with the Flash Fire will just be able to permanently absorb anything that Charmeleon or, God forbid, Charizard tries throwing at us. But I'm not gonna put all of my eggs into that basket and assume that he's trained his Pokemon with only fire moves. I think that would be a foolish thing to do. I don't even... I'm not even sure if there's going to be enough EXP for me to get before I get over there, but I think he doesn't show up until I go, I'm pretty sure, to the upper floor and loop all the way around to the right. Because I think he shows up as you're trying to, like, go to the captain's quarters or something. Yeah, screw it. Let's go. This might be enough. We got 2 more trainers in here. And Ivysaur is really, really close. Wow. I wasn't expecting Seed Bomb to be effective against Tentacool. I think he's water poison? So it should have been... Well, maybe that's why it was normal effectiveness. Because the poison counteracted the super effective. There it is. That's 32. We evolve after this fight. Oh, so nice. I don't know what I learned. Do I learn anything on level up? Nothing. Nothing at all. Now, is there a reason to delay level up, though? 35 is Synthesis. Worry Seed. Nah. Nah, that's fine. Synthesis might have been nice for some self-sustain. But, oh, Petal Dance. I think that's a special move, yeah? It is. Which is perfectly in line. User attacks the target by scattering petals for 2 or 3 turns. The user then becomes confused. So this is basically like Outrage for Dragon-type Mons. I think I can finally replace Seed Bomb. Let's see. Let me check my stats first before I do this, because I don't want to, like, go in, make this change, and then be weaker. No, yeah, it's definitely stronger. Okay. So yeah, Seed Bomb is gone. The downside is, I think we want to try to save Petal Dance for, like, the end of a battle. So, like, the second, to last Pokemon, so that way the likelihood of us getting confused is pretty much null and void. I didn't even check. Does this have 100% accuracy? I think it does. And that would be insane. For 100, yeah, 100%. And I think it's simply because of the fact that it does confuse you after it's over. So it's got to have the high accuracy to counterbalance. Now, I checked Ivysaur's moves. What about my level up moves from here? So we do still get synthesis, which is good. Because I think in sunny weather, yeah, in sunny weather it heals more. So that is valuable. Worry Seed prevents sleep by making its ability Insomnia, Double Edge, Solar Beam. Okay, so we don't learn too many more moves, but I think the move that we do learn might be better than Leech Seed. But Leech Seed would be nice in a longer game scenario where he can just stall the last Pokemon out. And I think that's where I'll want to try to save it. So I don't even know if we take Synthesis. Oh, my first Great Ball. Let's go. Is there... Yeah, I was about to say, is there anything in the trash cans? I remember checking them before. Wow, lots of berries. Okay. Very nice. I didn't even peep if the rooms had trash cans. None here. No. For some reason, I remember there being a lot of trash cans in the older version of the game. And that I checked all of them. But it might have only been the kitchen. Yeah, we're not even going to bother with the others. Okay. Moment of truth, I guess. Yeah, Gary's not going to mess with us, I think, until we go to the other side. I want to come up here in that sense. Cut? Okay. Yeah, this is going out on deck. Alright. Honestly, I think most of these trainers are going to have like 2 to 3 Pokemon in the early game. Yeah. I just Petal Dance all of these. And they're all gone. And we never get confused. Like, there may be a 1 in 3 chance that we get confused because they just have a third Mon, right? But I think we're in a solid spot. Now I actually need to find somewhere to train this guy. Like, instead of all of my EVs getting spread around like this. Super unfortunate, but... He's still putting in work, all things considered. And I think before I go across to the captain's quarters and have to fight Gary, we're gonna go back downstairs and see if resting in that bed actually heals all of our power points for everything too, or if I'm gonna have to make a trip back to the Poké Center. Because if Venusaur goes into the next rival battle without his core power move, we're gonna have trouble. Is there anything on these? I don't think so. I just wanted to check. Yeah. Oh. Alright, that's it. Cool. So then let's go back downstairs. Try and heal up. See if it heals our PP or not. I think it's this one? Yeah. Okay. We rested. Let's see. Yeah. That is so nice. Yeah, no. I was about to go check the other side, but I remember the other side was us going downstairs, so. Here, maybe we have trash cans? Wait, what? Never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this. Oh, okay. Snorlax. Oh, alright. Do I have 2 fights here? It looks like it. I think I'm gonna chance it. I'm just gonna Petal Dance here. And hope that we don't get confused on the third one. Although confusion does damage to yourself, I'm almost certain with your physical attack stat. So the more we actually end up training Venusaur for special attack, the less the confusion is really going to matter. And we didn't get the confused, that's so huge. Awesome. Finishing up another fight with 1 move. Yep, alright. He's only got a Pikachu? Interesting. It should just go down. Yeah. Alright, well, once we beat Surge, we can get a level up. Stardust? I think that's money. I think that's all that is. I mean, it's valuable, but... Let's see, what's this guy got? Small trees can be chopped down. Remember this, cut is an HM. Okay. So they're just trying to get you ready for the idea that you're about to start cutting some shit down. And you know what? I didn't even think about it. Who am I gonna put the HMs on this team? I may just have an HM mon that sits in the box, and then I go and grab it whenever I need it. Because I wouldn't want to really hamper my team comp by loading them up with a bunch of HMs if I didn't have to. I think I'll end up swapping the least useful member with whoever I need at any given point. So I feel like that's probably going to be Omastar. Or, you know what? I'm going to try Petal Dance just to see. Because I don't think this guy's going to be able to one-shot me. He's way under-leveled. This probably... That's enough. No way. Wow. Alright. But yeah, no, it's probably going to be Omastar. But it could also end up being Butterfree, because Butterfree is mostly here to help us catch things and set statuses. Like, they're useful, but limitedly so in a battle. Alright, coming up on it. Wait, what? Safari Zone. Okay. Good to know. Thanks, bud. Alright, yeah, so this is where we fight Gary. Is this... Sick, he's pale. Alright. So, since this is very likely where we fight Gary, I am going downstairs. I'm gonna heal one more time. And come up here and try to show him who's boss. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, and you can't ride a bike in here? That's troll. Alright, bud. Come at me. How many has he seen? He said he saw 40? Is that what he said? Bro, I've seen 60. Get out of here. He thinks he's hot shit. You know what? While he's got Raticate out here, he could Super Fang me for 50% of my HP. But I think what I want to do is set up growths and see if he decides to switch. Hyper Fang. I think, yeah, that's just a normal damaging move. Not even worried about that. Alright. So as long as he's not going to kill me with a crit, we're going to do a +3 Petal Dance here and hope... No, you know what? I'm going to send in Leech Seed. Try to get some healing while we set up. Growth. Okay. I have a super potion. I'm gonna use it. Just because I have it. And I've got the leech seed going. Because what I want to do is I want to be so overpowered with this Petal Dance that there's no way Charizard, Charmeleon, anything swaps in and actually manages to survive it. Like, I don't want that to happen. So, we're going to growth one more time. There is no way he survives a +6 Petal Dance. Right? Obviously, Raticate can. 100%. He's gone. Now, he swaps in Kadabra here. That's interesting. Because it's possible that he sends out... Okay, Charmeleon comes out. Here's to hoping I'm not confused. After the second turn, I'm not. Alright, so we just take him out. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. And then he's got a Spearow to clean up, or is that a Pidgeot? Or a Pidgeotto? Pidgeotto. Okay. Don't know if I'm faster, but I'm just gonna Petal Dance. Hope I don't hurt myself. Oh. Might be over here. No. Alright, good. There it is. Oh. Never didn't have it. Let's go. It was probably overkill to do the 6 growths, but you know what? I wasn't chancing it. Not against this guy. Send him packing. There was a cut master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yep, it'll be handy. Okay, cool. Yeah. So he's not giving us cut. The captain. The captain is. Awesome. Thanks, sir. Oh. Anything? Alright. We're done. We're done with the SSN, which means I can go pick up the last member of my team. So, I'm gonna... Oh, the ship leaves? Yo. Glad I searched everything. Because I don't remember the next time I get to go on there. If at all. Where is the Poké Center? Right here. Gonna heal up. And then I'm gonna head into Diglett Cave and go all the way back. I need to make sure that I've got someone with cut before I do that, obviously. Let's see. HM cut. Wonderful. No. No, that's not happening. Venusaur's not learning that. Okay, so do we have anyone in the PC? Probably Rattata. But I'm kind of interested in checking what moves these guys can learn. Because if there's anything that can learn Surf as well, I want to do that. So let's check the HM moves. Cut, Rock Smash, and Strength. Okay. Nidoran, great option here. I think Rattata moves. HM's all the way at the bottom. Cut, Rock Smash. Okay, so he's less amazing for what we want. Obviously, Magikarp is our Surf guy, right? Oh, he can't even learn Surf as Magikarp. We have to level him up to 20. Okay. He's going to be my Surfer, though, for sure. Unless I run into something else, because I think this guy's stats... Yeah, this guy's stats and nature were terrible. So these are our HM Mons right here. And everyone else, you have been spared. So now we're going to go... We're swap... Pidgey's going to be the flyer. So that's already taken care of. Yeah, no, so basically HM Mons will swap here whenever we need them. And then we will end up putting Omastar back in the box as needed. But Bag, HM, Cut, Nidoran, Tackle. Yeah, let's get rid of that. All right. Great. So, I wasn't biking around earlier. I probably should have been. Diglett Cave. I can bike in here. Oh, that's so amazing. Oh, God. And you know what? These guys might have Arena Trap, which is going to be extremely annoying. Can I run? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yikes. I'm not sure if there's a Pokemon that's allowed to just straight up get out of Arena Traps. That would be really nice if there was. But Diglett being able to Arena Trap is nice for trying to catch things and stop them from running away. Like Abra, maybe? So I might actually consider catching one. So that way I can go get an Abra. But I don't know who I would swap out. Maybe Butterfree? I'll just Pedal Dance it. Sucker Punch, wow. It was faster than me. Or I guess Sucker Punch probably has priority. Alright. The downside to this is I may end up needing to come back through Diglett Cave to go... Well, no, I guess I... Yeah, I don't think I want to go through Mount Moon. I think I'd rather just do this again, to be completely honest. Flash. I didn't even think about needing Flash. I forgot Flash was even a thing in this generation. Are there any... He's looking for Abra and wants to trade for Mr. Mime. That's good to know. I'm gonna come down here. Oak's Aid? 10 species, give a HM5. Yeah, of course. You've caught or owned 20. Oh, nice! That gave us flash. That's huge. I didn't even realize that was the thing. Coming over here. Once it learns flash, you can get through rock tunnel. Good, thanks. Pokeball. Awesome. Sharp beak. I think that's for boosting flying type moves? Is there anything down here? I don't have an item finder, so I don't know. Alright, now I should just be able to cut the tree over here. Yeah, I was about to say, I shouldn't have to go all the way through the forest. This works. Good. Now, I don't remember a whole lot about the fossils, except for the fact that you bring them to this guy. I don't know if there's like an incubation period, or if he just hands you a Pokemon outright. I have no idea. Do you know what amber is? Yes. There's a lab somewhere. Okay, cool. Wait. No, is this not where I get Omastar? Oh, that is so tragic. Alright, well. I thought it was here that I got it. I guess not. My memory has faltered. I did get a fossil, but it was not the fossil that I needed and or wanted. So, Aerodactyl is a cool mon. I think he's flying rock, so he's got some really cool typing in the sense that, like, I'm almost certain, being a rock type himself, he'll probably resist rock type moves on his flying side and just take neutral damage from rocks. I could be wrong. I don't know what rock's defensive typing actually looks like. But now I need to put some thought into where I'm going and why I'm going there. I know that going this way, I end up running into the Snorlax that is sleeping. So I don't think going this way matters. I don't, like, there are some trainer battles that I could fight. I could also just come over here and clean up the gym. Probably gonna do that, obviously. I just have to bring Nidoran with me now. Because I can't get through without the HM Mon. But I guess that's fine, because I think Pidgey would have been a terrible Mon to bring in here anyway. No, this is the trash cans that I remembered. You have the buttons to press. Oh, wow. I thought this was on the SSN. It's so crazy how my mind just warps these memories into things that they're not. I was like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of trash cans on the SSN. There weren't. There were none. I guess it's possible. Oh, Sturdy? Hard punished for not sending Onyx out. And I became confused? Wow. Screw it, I'll take down, because I won't take any damage anyway. Like what, 1 point of damage here for free? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and then a Rocky helmet? Gross. Alright. I'll go heal. Yeah, I guess since they're gonna have things like Magnemite here, Stealth Rock. 100% necessary. Because I don't want that to happen again. Okay, healed up. Let's go back. Now, if that guy made me have to catch 10 types of Pokemon to receive his item, does that mean I'm gonna have to catch 30 for the EXP share? Like, is that gonna be a thing? Hey, there we go. You know what? I'll still fight this guy. Screw it. I was going all the way around just to try to, like, avoid these fights, but I might as well. And I got into another fight without having Stealth Rock set. Oh, and I got paralyzed? That's not good. Alright, Elekid does not have Sturdy, luckily. As long as I don't get the... There we go. Alright. I don't know the chances of paralysis actually taking hold after it's been afflicted. I would imagine it might be like a 50-50. Let's see. Let's get into this fight here. I probably should have went to heal since I was paralyzed, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Oh god, okay, well, now it does. That's wild. Venusaur was a decent pick for the early game. It's the mid to late game that I think I remember hearing he does not do very well in. Wait, are there multiple buttons that I have to press? Oh gosh. This just feels like an RNG thing. First electric lock opened. Ah. Oh. Wow. I have not done this in so long. I'm pretty sure that there's... okay, so there's a switch here. What about here? No. God. Yeah, there's probably... Since that was the first, right? There's probably some sort of, like, mirroring thing? No. Jeez. Okay. So this one was it again? Maybe here? Nope. This one here. Nope. Wow. Okay, so it changed again. I wonder what the logic is behind Where these end up being? Like, is this just RNG? Man, this was back when games did not care to hold your hand. Like, maybe there's something obvious that I'm missing. I don't know. Said he hid the door switches inside of something. Okay, yes, cool. It's not easy opening the door. Always famous for his caution. Okay. Installed traps. He set up double locks everywhere. When you open the first lock, the second lock is right next to it. Okay. So then that means you would ideally want one of these corner cans to be the lock, because then you only have a 50-50 shot at, like, missing it. But, like, cans like that one, if it had it, you've got a 1 in 3. Alright, so... What? I just hit the same one. I legitimately pressed the same trash can and it opened. Alright. Well, since I've got it open, I really hope that it doesn't mess me up and have to go and do it again. I probably should have done this first, to be completely honest. Alright. Move through. Oh, thank you. Wonderful. Okay. Let's learn from the past, move Onyx out in front, and do this fight. Because, yeah, Magnemite. I kind of hate that he led with that, though. Because now that means the thing that I want to break sturdy on is just sitting here. Mirror shot. Alright, yep. We survive it. Set up the rocks. He is faster. Unless that was a... Wow, that hits? No way. Okay, cool. Speed drop. Oh, now I'm faster. That's crazy. Wow. Onyx getting some work in. The one speed cut was kind of all I needed. That's wild. Super potion? Okay. Now, I have a rule imposed on me that says I'm not allowed to use more than 4 items per battle. Does that same thing apply to these guys? And he definitely had sturdy. Because if he did not, he would have levitate, and none of these ground moves would have hit. So, him leading Magnemite was actually really just terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm going to set up growths, because I think he's going to be incentivized to swap. Or not. You know, that's fine. Either way, setting up growth helps me. We're going to Leech Seed. This might force him to swap. And it'll give me some healing while I set up. Accuracy down. Oh. I did not even think about that being a an issue. But this should actually kill the Magnemite on the next turn, and then we just got to set up kind of for free. There it is. Alright, so now the next one swaps in, takes the Stealth Rock damage, and I should just be able to lay into him with Petal Dance. Unless they avoid, which is very possible. Because now we have one accuracy down. Okay, Fake Out. Fine. Cool. Petal Dance. Thank you. Alright, so he's a Swift. Now. Oh, this one accuracy drop has completely hindered my ability to sweep. Yeah. And I'm just sitting here trying over and over. Now, since I actually landed the move, does that mean every hit after won't miss? No, of course not. Self-destruct, okay. Does that kill? It does. Now I've got a problem. Because I don't think anything else on the team will be able to stand up to whatever they're sending. Level 25 Elekid? Yeah, that's... Confuse Ray, I guess? Nope, it's over. Gotta come back in later. Or just not have my accuracy dropped. That could help. Oh, right. What am I doing? Alright. I guess we're coming back in. That is so unfortunate. The one accuracy decrease kept the whole sweep from happening. I'm really glad I don't have to do this part again, though. That is super fortunate. I'm kind of hoping that I can manage to take these guys out. Well, I was hoping to take out Magnemite before he swapped in, but this works too, I guess. I'm probably not getting the Bulldoze off. Yeah, no, there's no way. He's faster. So we're not getting the Bulldoze off, but Onyx falls, so he doesn't get XP, but he's done his job. He set up Stealth Rock. Venusaur comes out, and this guy, I don't think he has a reason to swap. So I think he just stays in. I Leech Seed and pretty much stall. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Only 2 points of damage a turn. So this gives me the setup without what was happening with Magnemite happening. Like, Magnemite used that mirror move and reduced my accuracy. So I would much rather have this guy have led that kid. Like, this is way more favorable. I'm taking pretty much no damage a turn just because of the Leech Seed. The stall capability is so beautiful. I love it. Like, you bring Venusaur in on something that's got Toxic, and then you Leech Seed it, and then you could legitimately just sit there. As long as you're, you know, defensively typed well enough against it. I think, the first Mon that comes out after this Elekid, I will probably use Takedown on, just so that way I don't lock myself into Pedal Dance and run the risk of a turn 2 confusion. I will just take the guy out with Takedown and then use the Pedal Dance because there'll only be 2 more Mons left. So, Takedown, avoided. Wonderful. 85% accurate. Still miss. He might die to... Never mind. I was about to say, he might just die to the Leech Seed. Alright. Magnemite. Sturdy is broken. Go for a takedown. +5. Misses. Wow. And it's going to be even harder if he actually gets the accuracy drop from Mirror Shot. Nope. It's gone. Alright. I think I've secured the win. The only way I lose here is if this guy manages to one-shot me with, like, a crazy crit or something. Okay, fake out. Yep. Doesn't matter. Am I faster? No, he's faster, but it shouldn't matter. Pedal Dance 1. And then the next Mon that comes out, what? Voltorb. Right, so he's either going to self-destruct, or he's just going to get one-shot. Either way, I win. Easy. Easy clear. Alright. We just needed that RNG the first time, and everything would have been fine. Alright, so Gym Badge number 3 gets me to what on the Obedience? TM34 Shockwave. I think that's a can't miss electric move. Okay, that gets me to 37, and I think for Venusaur, that's where we learn Synthesis. But after, like, talking about Leech Seed earlier, I think I just want to keep Leech Seed. Not gonna lie. I guess I could potentially swap Takedown for Synthesis, but I think Leech Seed should ideally do what I want it to, as long as I... Because let's face it, if I have to Synthesis against something, and it's hitting me that hard, that's probably all I'm going to be able to do in order to survive. And at that point, I don't think it makes sense. I think Leech Seed setup is probably way more powerful, way more potent. And then making sure that Venusaur is only swapped in on something he can defensively sit down against, essentially. Just hunker down and just sit there and heal. Now, I think... if I remember the pathing, we go back to Cerulean and path over this way to, like, the power plant and Rock Tunnel in order to go to Lavender Town. And then we cut across to Saffron, Celadon, Fuchsia, and then later all the way over to Cinnabar. So I'm thinking let's see. I've got time. Let's do that. Let's head back and at least get over toward Rock Tunnel. I didn't even think about who on my team can learn Flash. Anyone? Butterfree, Clefable. I think I want to try to find someone else in the box that can learn it. I don't really want any of my, like, core Mons that I want to take into the Pokemon League. I don't want any of those guys to have HMs. That just does not seem like a great idea. So we're going to cut this tree. Oh boy. Now I have to hope that some of these guys can. Maybe, like, Ponyta? Moves. HMs. Strength. Nope. Meowth. This guy's moveset is pretty horrible. Or not his moveset, his IVs. Flash. There it is. Okay. So, Meowth is probably coming along for the ride. I think there's a Poke Center over by Rock Tunnel. So what I'll do, I'll just teach him Flash now. Wow. Yeah, I'll just get rid of Scratch. That's fine. I'll teach him Flash now and swap him out after we get through the section over here. Because I do think I still need Cut to get out over this way. Yeah. All right. Cut here. And you know what? I do have time. In terms of, like, we've got 9 more minutes on the recording that I could do, but I think this is a great stopping point. I got through the SSN, I took out Surge, and now we're kind of just moving on to the next section of the game. So, I think I'm going to take this as a win, even though I did not get Omastar the way that I wanted. We still have to find the Pokemon Lab to make that happen. That may be on Cinnabar Island. I don't remember. So I'll just have to figure that out later. And I guess the next time we come back, we'll make our way through Rock Tunnel. So I will catch you guys later.